also I also want personally to thank every one of you who is in direct contact with me, whatever it is through email correspondence or WhatsApp contact through the groups I created. I'm very moved from this because I feel that we are already like a family. I hope that the material that I'm sending you helps to understand the wider picture of the complex reality that the state of Israel is facing. We choose to meet today with the new mayor of Kiryat Motzkin, Mr. Tziki Aviser, on a very meaningful week for the state of Israel. We are after National Holocaust Remembrance Day and before the Memorial Day of commemoration of the soldiers and the civilians who were killed and harmed by wars and acts of terrorism and hostility, and also before the 76th Independence Day of the State of Israel. So these days are mixed a lot with history and memory. Not easy days for us. This year's Holocaust Remembrance Day was different and had a special weight from previous years. The pogrom of October 7th raised among many Israelis and Jews especially among Holocaust survivors, collective historical memories and difficult emotion. The barbaric murder, rape, and looting committed by the terror organization Hamas on the residents of the kibbutzim in the south, on young people who participated in music festival, the abduction of the people and children from their beds, and still 133 hostages are in the tunnels in Gaza with suffering from hunger and inhuman condition. We also face evacuation of residents from the north under bombs sent by the terrorist organization Hezbollah, and this created a very hard reality. This reality concerns not only for the state of Israel and the Jews around the world, but this situation is also dangerous for all the Western countries and world. Anti-Semitism raises its head on campuses in US and in other countries. We are facing lots of terrible events, and this is affected by the Middle East, events. Such anti-Semitism sometimes stems from ignorance. In the West of the 21st century, when the explicit desire to destroy Israel and harm the Jews is voiced or translated into actions like those on the 7th October, tolerance toward Islamic organization cannot be acceptable. The silence toward these actions lead many to ignore the truth of the event like those on October 7th. Murders attacked aimed at killing, assaulting, raping, and kidnapping Jews. The terrorist organization Hamas will not hesitate to carry out more pogroms like the October 7th as soon as they can do it. And they declare this. The simple thing is to listen and to believe in what the statement of the Hamas and leaders of Iran are saying. So these days we stand not only in front of physically violent front, but also in front of the Hamas's new narrative, which we must fight with this. What worries me and others in the state of Israel is the balanced position around the world comparing Israel to the Hamas. The state of Israel that does not wish to harm civilians and prevent further humanitarian crises. Israel, the opposite. Israel is moral, and to blame Israel in genocide, it's something that is very, very wrong. So for many of us, this is the first time that this day is not only about commemorating the past, but also about sounding a warning about the present and the future. So we together must join and declare against anti-Semitism and declare a war against those people who want to destroy Israel, who want to blame Israel with genocide, because it is not true. We should not forget that 133 people, among them citizens from different countries also, are still in the captivity of the Hamas, and their fate is still unknown. The Red Cross did not meet them. Among them, 2 children, women, elderly men, and young men. We all hope that they will soon return home to their land, to the state of Israel. We hope for better days. I am honored to invite the new mayor of Kiryat Motzkin, Mr. Tziki Aviser, to deliver his speech. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Leah. Also, thank you very much to Perach Keisar, your deputy. Good morning to all of you. I want to thank you for your response and for your participation in this meeting. Our friends from Poland, the mayor of Plonsk, Andrzej Petrasik. Plonsk is the birthplace of David Ben-Gurion, our first prime minister. Exactly. And by the way, our municipality located on the street on behalf of the name of David Ben-Gurion. To the mayor of Chmielnik, Mr. Pavel Vicic, our friends from Germany, head of Hasbarga district, Mr. William Schneider, or his replaced, his deputy is over here. Also, the head of Bad Kreuznach, Mrs. Benita Dikes, mayor of Bad Zigerberg, Mr. Tony Koppen, mayor of the Hof City, Mrs. Eva Dola, Deputy Mayor of Magdeburg, Regina Dolores Steiner-Hintz, and our friends from Hungary, Mayor of Nirthaza, Dr. Ferenc Kovac, and his deputy, Dr. Attila Ulrich, and our friends from the Czech Republic, Mayor of Mariansky Lazny, Mr. Martin Horajczyk. Thank you all, and I hope I pronounced your names correctly. I would like to take a moment again to acknowledge the efforts of Mrs. Leah Ganor, our Director of the International Relations here in Kiryat Motzkin. Leah not only plays a pivotal role in our municipality, but is also a visionary behind the International Center for Holocaust Studies, known as Mashmaut Center. Leah, thank you very much for the orchestrating of this Zoom meeting. And again, also thank you for Perach Keisar. I would like to provide you with a brief overview of the current situation in Israel, including the recent local elections, which held 2 months ago. And finally, I would like to share my approach to our relationships in the future. These elections here in Kiryat Motzkin took place amidst the ongoing conflict between Israel and the terrorist organization Hamas. Initially scheduled for the October of last year, the election were postponed twice, first to January 2024 and then to the end of February. Approximately 50% of the Israeli cities experienced changes in the leadership as results of this election, including our municipality. Almost 22,000 residents participated in the election in Kiryat Motzkin. I got 50.5%, and the previous mayor got 49.5%. So it was pretty tight. Our city council comprises 17 seats. My faction secured 7 seats, while the previous mayor's faction also obtained 7 seats. Additionally, there are 2 mandates allocated to faction representing the Russian speakers here in Kiryat Motzkin, and 1 mandate to a religious faction. My coalition is currently formed with the Russian-speaking and the religious factions, so we have a stable coalition. but I have to tell you that I'm strive to make it more stable. There is negotiations ongoing to include the former mayor's faction as well. My goal is to build a broad coalition that embraces a range of viewpoints. The members of my faction primarily occupy the political center of Israel, enjoying a support from both liberal and conservative quarters, from the chief rabbi of Kiryat Motzkin till the LGBT supporters. So to me, it demonstrates the maturity by individuals with diverse national and religious backgrounds who choose to collaborate and unite in addressing local issues such infrastructure, education, sanitation, urban renewal, and most important for me, in my point of view, it's the fight against corruption in Israel. Now, about what's happening in our country, the primary focus currently lies on the ongoing war between Israel and the terrorist organization Hamas. This period poses significant challenges for our diverse society, which include Jews, Christians, Muslims, Druze, and Circassians also. Despite this, there is a widespread consensus across Israeli society regarding the strategic objective of the conflict. However, much of the internal discussion centers on tactical considerations, particularly concerning the methods to pressure Hamas for the release of our abductees. This presents an exceptionally difficult dilemma, one that I wouldn't wish upon any nation. One noteworthy aspect that might catch your interest is that the Israeli society continue to uphold a high standards of a daily life. This resilience and adaptability speak volumes about our nation's strength, and that's the situation in Israel. Moving forward, I would like to echo the hope that the war will conclude soon, bringing our abductees safely home and fostering much needed stability in the region. I know that what's happening in the Middle East and in Israel has also side effects all over the world, so the stability in the region is very needed. As a mayors and a domestic regional leaders, we have the unique ability to forge connections and foster collaborations at the grassroots level. I am committed to nurturing and strengthening the ties between Kiryat Motzkin and our twin cities, fostering partnerships, promoting tourism, and sharing insights on smart cities management, for example. In our city and in Israel at large, there is a deep affinity for countries like Germany, Poland, Czech Republic, Hungary. Both Israelis and the residents of Kiryat Motzkin love traveling to your countries, particularly to your capital cities. However, we aim to encourage visits to your cities also. And I would like to emphasize that I am here to support and collaborate with each of you. Please feel free to reach out with any ideas and any initiatives you may have. Lea Ganor and Perach Keisar serves as our representatives, and they are the relevant contact persons for any such mission. Again, I would like to thank you for joining this meeting, and I hope that we all make today's discussion meaningful and productive for all involved. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Tziki, Aviser. and we appreciate very much your willingness and your openness to continue our fruitful connections with our Twin Cities partnerships. And I'm sure that we are all delighted to move forward. I would like to hear from you, dear friends, in some short speeches or some sentences to tell us about your action for Israel, for Kiryat Motzkin, and your plans for the future. So the floor is yours. Please. Who would like to start?
So we can start.
Okay.
We have at 1995 official cooperation with the Israeli cities, the first partner in the Ramat HaNegev. We every year continue cooperation, especially for the history, for the David Ben-Gurion, for the changes delegation with my town and town in the Ramat HaNegev. And at 2 years we have new partner, Kiryat Motzkin. We want to cooperate with the Kiryat Motzkin too. We have only one visit in the Kiryat Motzkin. It is maybe finish the war, the terrible time for the Israel and terrible time for my country, because we have war near the border with Ukraine too. Today, many rockets, Russian rockets, located in the 50 kilometers in the Polish-Ukrainian border to city Lvov, brother city Tarnopol, and many different cities attacks for the Russian rockets. And we built cooperation to the future, and we remember about history. The history for the Holocaust. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I've been in the March of the Living in the Auschwitz with the many delegation for all the world. I meet with the ambassador of Israel in Poland. We march together, and many important person for the big world family, Jewish family, and more young people from my country too. They dedicated the special table in the by the rails near the camera of the dead. They reading the different the name of the family name, and they reading his haswa. Anti-war photos, anti-Semitic, anti-haswa for the anti-Semitism, for the history, and for the today, for the Hamas attack for Israel. Many. I sent you photo. This is
yes. I sent it. I forwarded it to the mayor. Yes.
Some different languages. Is this Hebrew? Is this the Polish? Big delegation from Hungary this year, especially for the young people. This is how the ceremony is very long. It's very interesting. I walk maybe 30 hours in the March of the Living in Poland. 1 year we gassed the part of the March of the Living in my town, Płońsk, about 600 young people for the Jewish people for the different country. We gassed in my town, Płońsk. We opened for the last year museum for the Dome of the Memory, dedicated to the Jewish population when they live in my town, about 6,000 people, and dedicated to cooperation, the Polish people and the Jewish people. Every be the Polish citizen, the Jewish for the religious, for the Jews, for the Catholics people, and one part dedicated of the David Ben-Gurion. We revitalize the market, and about 300 plaques in the
pavement.
In the pavement for the famous people from the Jewish families, Jewish name and the Polish name, they mix together because 6 center together lives in Polsk, Jewish people and Polish people. In the Holocaust, the ghetto lives 12,000 Jewish people. I personality every year be in the Auschwitz because I got that quote.
I'm willing to praise those people.
For the Jewish people and died in Auschwitz. This is the main citizen of Motzkin. Diet citizen of Motzkin because I every year different ceremony be in the Auschwitz, in the Treblinka concentration camp, and we remember and we won't cooperate for the future, for the new generation. I think when finish the peace process, finish with war in the Israel. We normally this is very cheap flight for the plane. We visited young people, my partner in Israel, Kiryat Motzkin and Ramat HaNegev.
Thank you very much. I would like to emphasize that we already have the last 3 years Zoom lessons with the school in Płonsk, the school named David Ben-Gurion in Kiryat Motzkin, and even they made a virtual exhibition together. And we also gave this year, since 7th October, we had meetings with teachers from Płonsk, and we gave explanation about the situation and talked a lot about. And I had the honor to visit you not long ago, 2 weeks ago, in your museum. So I hope for the future for more fruitful projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.
Please. Yes, Mrs. Yes, Regina from Magdeburg, Deputy Mayor. Yes.
Hello, nice to see you again. And first of all, I want to congratulate to the new mayor. It was really a close decision, and I wish you all the luck and the success you need to, for your aims that they will fulfill.
Thank you very much.
Yes, but I'm convinced it will. So yes, we are strongly at your side, still at your side, here in the side capital of Magdeburg, of Saxony-Anhalt, and we still hope really deeply that we will have peace one day and everything, because nowadays it's such a big matter, and also here in Germany we have a lot of discussions about the about this conflict, sure, but as I said, we are still at your side, and we want to confirm our cooperation we already have. So we prepared for the city council now a decision to make to strengthen this cooperation, and that we can finally subscribe our contract. We want to have as a twin city, an official twin city of Kiryat Motzkin and Magdeburg, and this will be in June this year. So, and I'm really convinced that everybody will, that the decision will be made by the city council. It will be one of the last decisions our city council will make this year, because we will have elections too here for the city council in summer and June. But really, I'm convinced that after the summer time we can confirm our contract. And what we want to do is several things we already did, but we want to strengthen our Jewish days of culture. We are already in contact with this, also with Leah, I guess, but my colleague Jennifer Herbst, who joins the meeting too, she can, if you want to, she can give you more informations about what we do already. But because I'm the department mayor for culture, education, and sports. For me, it's really one thing that we uses our Jewish Days of Culture. We here to get even more in contact with the citizens of Magdeburg and Kiryat Motzkin. So what we work on this, I really, but first of all, I really hope that the situation in Israel and the conflict with the Hamas, that it can be stopped one day. And I wish you all, best success for this. It's really difficult and it's hard and yeah.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what more to say, but I think these are the most important informations I can give you about our cooperation. But I'm looking to Jennifer Herbst. Perhaps you want something to add?
Thank you, Mrs. Stieler-Hinz. I think you perfectly summed it up for us. Right, because we started our cooperation or friendly exchange with Kiryat Motzkin in, I think it was 2020 or 2021.
Yes, we started corresponding.
Yes, and we were so happy to find you and to meet you, and we are hoping to form our official twin city decision and can sign the contract hopefully in autumn this year. So what Mrs. Stieler-Hinz already mentioned a lot is the focus on the civilian or the civilian exchange. So we really want to focus on exchange between our citizens and really focus on culture, on youth, on sports, and we are really looking forward to working with you and to meeting with you.
Thank you very much. I visited Magdeburg in last summer, and really I was impressed from your city, from the people, and I wish that our cooperation will be formal and will be fruitful in the future. Thank you. Niret Haza, you raised your hand to speak. Hello, Niret Haza. Hello.
Városaim között 1998 óta van testvérvárosi kapcsolat, ami mindig a kölcsönös tisztelet.
In between our cities, we have had sister city relations since 1998, always based on mutual respect.
Nyíregyháza többször kifejezte szolidaritását Kiryat Motzkinnak. Nálunk egy héttel később, október 7-e után a város lakossága és szimpátia tüntetésen fejezték együttérzését az áldozatokének.
Since the breakout of the conflict, Nyíregyháza has expressed her solidarity with the state of Israel and Kiryat Motzkin on several occasions. Just 1 week after the breakout or the onset of the conflict on the 14th of October last year, there was a sympathy demonstration held in the city.
November 5-i jótékonysági koncert volt városokban az áldozatok megsegítésére.
It was followed by a charity concert on the 5th of November in order to help the victims and their families.
Ez év márciusában pedig kiállítást nyílt az egyik múzeumban, a Zsidók Nyíregyházán tárlat, amelyen megnyitó részt vett a nagykövetség helyettes vezető és izraeli tiszteletbeli konzul.
In addition, in March this year, an exhibition entitled Jewish People in Nyíregyháza was opened in one of the museums of the city, and this opening ceremony was attended by deputy leader of the embassy of the State of Israel in Budapest, and also the honorary consul of the State of Israel.
Jövő héten lesz a városunkban a városnap ünnepség, amely hagyományosan meghívott Kiryat Motzkinnak. Megjegyzjük, sajnáljuk, hogy nem tudnak ezen.
Next we'll see so-called city days here in Nyíregyháza, and as a tradition, we have sent letters of invitations to all the partner and sister cities, their representatives, and we do understand that in the current situation, unfortunately, the representatives of Kiryat Motzkin cannot attend next week's events.
Azt kívánom, hogy háborús helyzetnek minél hamarabb legyen vége, köszöntsön be a béke.
My true wish to you is that this war situation could be closed as soon as possible to have peace again.
Polgármester úrnak és az új Kiryat Motzkin új vezetésének sok sikert kívánok céljaik eléréséhez.
I would also like to wish the best of luck to the mayor of Kiryat Motzkin and also the other leaders of Kiryat Motzkin towards accomplishing their goals.
Remélem, hogy rövidesen meg tudjuk ünnepelni az elmúlt évben 25 éves testvérvárosi jubileumokat, és tudjuk folytatni testvérvárosi kapcsolatainkat, amelyek készen állunk.
I really hope that very soon we will be able to celebrate the 25th anniversary of our sister city relations with Kiryat Motzkin, and we are ready to continue our cooperation as before. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nyíregyháza. We appreciate our close friendship. And we remember the fruitful visits that we had. And we had also teachers from Nyíregyháza. And I just told Zoltan that the connections are flourishing because you commemorated families from Nyíregyháza who perished during the Holocaust. So thank you for this. Asperger.
Dear Mayor Avisan, we are very pleased to take this opportunity to congratulate you on your new position as Mayor of Kiryat Motzkin. My name is Birgit Bayer. I'm the Deputy District Administrator of the District Hasberge. Unfortunately, District Administrator Schneider is at an external appointment and cannot attend in person. He sends you his best regards. In addition to me, Mrs. Susanne Makowski, the official partnership representative for Israel and responsible for the youth exchange with your town. The official partnership agreement with your town was signed at a ceremony on September 16th, 1992. During these more than 30 years, many youth meetings and reciprocal visits have taken place. Last year, a group of young basketball players and their coaches visited us. It is preciously these personal encounters that allow the friendships between us to grow and flourish. We would like to get to know you personally, Mr. Avisan, and invite you to visit us in the Hasberge. We would be delighted if this could happen this year, despite the current difficult situation. It is very important to us that the youth exchange continues and that we can hold regular exchanges with you and your young people. Perhaps we can also benefit from each other in other areas. Please let us know how we can support you. The district of Hasberge and we personally abhor the attack on Israel and stand behind our friends. After October 7th, we held Zoom meetings with students, the Mashmur Center, memorial minutes in the district council and the General Assembly of the District Youth Council. We offered a seminar entitled Insights into the Middle East Conflict and Israel-related anti-Semitism. We are in contact with Dr. Spähnle and have participated several times in the round table for municipal partnerships with Israel. The former synagogues in Memmelsdorf and Kloisdorf regularly host events on Jewish history. We remember the victims and pray for those who are still abducted. Shalom.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I would like also to emphasize that since 7th of October, we had meetings by Zoom by Susanna organized for us to present for youngsters in your district about Israel, about what we do in Kiryat Motzkin, and also Susanna made us contact with Switzerland, and we had a lecture, yes, in Switzerland. So thank you for everything, and Susanna, thank you for being so devoted to the mission. Thank you. Mr. Tony Koppen, Bad Segeberg. Koppen, sorry, the mayor of Bad Segeberg.
Koppen, yeah. Good morning. Yeah, dear Mr. Цикий, Aviser, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Very good. I send you warm greetings and congratulations on your election from Bad Segeberg. Bad Segeberg got a new city council last year, and we are currently in the process of reorganizing some administrative areas. This also includes the area of the city partnerships, which we have strengthened in terms of personnel. There's a new advisory board and a working group that deals with the partnership between every partnership we have, also to Kiryat Motzkin. We are also very concerned about the current developments in Israel, and we are in close contact with the members of our Jewish community in Bad Segeberg, which is one of the biggest in northern Germany. And we have a very close relationship to our community here. And last year and this year, we had many solidarity events that's been organized with a great participation of people in our city. And I will send Leah some impressions from that. We support various projects here in Bad Segeberg. For example, we inaugurate a memorial opposite the town hall, which was a synagogue in the 1940s, and I will send you some pictures from that also. There's much more to say, but Leah said we had only 3 minutes to say something. But I look forward to intensifying our partnership this year and next year in the future. And very happy when I can meet you all here in Bad Segeberg in the next time, and you're very welcome here. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. I would like also to add that we had a group from Bad Segeberg. I think it was 1.5 years ago from the Lion Club, and it was very successful visit because they met people and they met young students at the Mashmaut Center, and they were very moved to see how the youngsters in Kiryat Motzkin study about the Holocaust. And also, I think they met a Holocaust survivor. So
Yes.
thank you for this. And I wish in the future for more visits like this, and of course to strengthen our connections. Thank you. I see that we have a representative from Chmielnik, because I see Świętowsisko. Yes, you are with us?
Yes, hello. Good morning.
Hello. Hello, Anna. Hello. Please.
Hello. First of all, we would like to congratulate you, new mayor, of winning the elections this year. We at the moment in Świętokrzyski are quite busy as we have the 12th edition of the competition, Our Friends, Our Neighbors Jewish. So we have a lot of videos, artwork coming to our museum. The competition will take place at the beginning of May. With the University of Kielce and Archiwum Państwowe w Kielcach. So we're quite busy with this at the moment. I'm hoping myself and the directors of the school that we can organize another meeting this year with the kids, at least one, as we finish in school in June. And that's it, to be honest, for the moment.
I would like to emphasize, maybe can you tell about what links us between Kiryat Motzkin and Chmielnik?
It's Mordechai Goldstein who linked us, and his book, where we try to find funding to translate his book. Also, thanks to you, his daughter is visiting us at the end of this month. So we've been in contact. We also planning to organize in June Shalom, which will be 1 day anniversary of our museum, which has 10 years this year.
Thank you, Anna. Just to emphasize that Mordechai Goldstein, Holocaust survivors who passed away some years ago, he wrote a book about his hometown Chmielnik. Mordechai Goldstein lived in Kiryat Motzkin, his family from Kiryat Motzkin, and some time ago when I heard that we have a chance to cooperate, I said, yes, this project will be dedicated for Mordechai Goldstein. And it's like a miracle because we visited you some months ago when we signed the agreement, and we brought the book of Mordechai Goldstein, and the same night when his wife heard about our cooperation, she passed away. But she passed away with a feeling that something is being done to commemorate Mordechai Goldstein. So since then, we also had a meeting with your students, and we talked about Mordechai Goldstein, and we in Mashmaut commemorate Mordechai Goldstein history by a short film. And of course, we are teaching about him. And now you will have a visit of his daughter, which lives also, his family is from Kiryat Motzkin. And I wish our friendship will flourish and flourish, and we will participate in more and more events that you organize in Chmielnik. Thank you.
Thank you.
I saw that Landrat from Bad Kreuznach was with us, Bettina Dix, but now I don't see her. So if anyone is here that did not deliver a short speech, please raise your hand because I cannot see all of you. But Miss Bettina Dix, you are with us? I don't see her because she was connected, maybe something on the line. So for our meeting, if someone would like to add more before we will close our meeting, the floor is yours.
So on our behalf, we would like to wish the Mr. Mayor very best, and of course, congratulations in the winning in the elections.
Thank you very much.
That's good currency.
Thank you very much.
It's your first currency, my 9 currency.
Oh.
Yes.
So we wish all of you lots of greeting, and we wish that our 76th Independence Day will be, maybe I cannot say so happy, but we are happy that our state is 76 years old and we achieved so much in such a short time, because we are a very young state, and we believe and wish and pray that our people, the 133 people that are in such horrible circumstances kept by the Hamas will come back home soon, and the injured, and everyone will be better situations than now. And maybe the mayor, Tziki Avisar, would like to close the session.
I would like to tell you that I am deeply appreciated your support, your meaningful things that you have said. I am looking forward to strengthen and to empower our cooperation. And again, I would like to tell you thank you, and I appreciate your time. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Perach. And I hope that we will continue this tradition of a Zoom meeting, and of course, to promote more projects like youth groups that we will exchange, and any other idea. I am here for you, and I am sure that you are for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.